Believe it or not, flamingos aren't born pink. In fact, if they ate the wrong food, they'd stay completely grey for life. So why do some flamingos grow neon pink, while others stay nearly white? The answer is stranger than you think. In this video, we'll dive into the science behind this incredible transformation, starting with the surprising role their diet plays. Flamingos feed on something responsible for their stunning pink color: tiny algae and shrimp packed with powerful pigments. Imagine scooping up pond water with a strainer. That's how flamingos eat. They feed on algae and shrimp so tiny you'd barely notice them. Yet these little creatures are packed with pigments called carotenoids, the same stuff that makes carrots orange and tomatoes red. Once digested, those pigments stream through the flamingo's blood like liquid paint and eventually make their way to their feathers, skin, and even their beaks, turning them from dull grey to vibrant pink. The more carotenoids they eat, the brighter the flamingo gets. But here's the secret. The pink colour we love in flamingos comes from a special pigment called astaxanthin. This powerful carotenoid is responsible for the pink and red hues, not just in flamingos, but also in creatures like salmon, shrimp, and even certain species of crab. But what happens if flamingos stop eating it? We'll get to that soon. Now, you might be wondering, why does astaxanthin produce pink instead of blue or green? The secret lies in its chemical structure. Astaxanthin absorbs and reflects light in a way that other carotenoids can't, creating those distinct pink hues that make flamingos stand out. Despite consuming a variety of pigments, astaxanthin is the only one that gives them their pink color. But that's not all. Flamingos have a unique way of feeding that is finely tuned to their environment. Flamingos live in some of the most unique environments on Earth, from the salty flats of Utah to the brackish waters of Tanzania. These birds have learned to adapt their feeding habits to survive in these diverse habitats. The way they find food varies significantly depending on their habitat, and these environments play a huge role in the intensity of their pink color. In environments like the Great Salt Lake in Utah or the Etosha Pan in Namibia, flamingos are often seen foraging in the shallow, saline waters of salt flats. These areas are rich in algae and brine shrimp. The high salinity in these regions mean flamingos must adapt their feeding techniques. They dip their heads into the water and sift through it with their specialized curved beaks. The beak's unique structure allows them to filter out microscopic algae, brine flies, and tiny shrimp from the water, which are packed with carotenoids. In contrast, flamingos in wetlands or brackish lakes like those in Lake Natron in Tanzania or the lagoons of the Amazon in South America face different challenges. These regions can have a less concentrated supply of the same carotenoids found in salt flats. Although algae and small invertebrates are still present, they are not as abundant or nutrient-rich. Flamingos in these areas often need to work harder to find food, sometimes moving across larger distances in search of better feeding grounds. So what happens when flamingos don't get enough astaxanthin in their diet? Without enough food rich in carotenoids, flamingos in inland wetlands end up with pale feathers, sometimes just a faint pink, or even completely white. It's called the pink deficit. And it's all about what's available in their diet. And here's something even more intriguing. A flamingo's colour can change over time. As they age, flamingos tend to become paler. Young flamingos start grey, then turn a deeper pink as they mature. But flamingos can actually overdo it with carotenoids. If they eat too many, their feathers might turn orange or even red. It's like an over-the-top makeover that's a bit too much. While that might look cool, it can sometimes indicate an imbalance in their diet. For instance, in the Great Salt Lake in Utah, USA, flamingos can be seen with vibrant pink hues because the lake supports a high concentration of brine shrimp and algae. On the other hand, flamingos that migrate to regions with less access to brine shrimp, like parts of Florida's Everglades, often display less intense colours due to fewer food sources. And speaking of fewer food sources, flamingos are remarkably adaptable. For example, flamingos that face a food shortage in one area may move to nearby wetlands or lakes in search of more abundant food sources. This behaviour not only helps them survive, but also ensures that their vibrant colour is maintained through access to the right nutrients. Beyond their colour, flamingos symbolise beauty, vitality, and transformation. They remind us that true strength and grace come from within, just as their stunning colour is a result of what they consume. And again, in many cultures, it is associated with love, passion, and grace. Also, the bird's elegant stance conveys balance and poise, particularly in its mating rituals. Spiritually, the flamingo symbolises adaptability and change. Its ability to shift between water and sky reflects flexibility. Flamingos thrive in large flocks, showcasing the strength found in community. Much like their colour, true beauty and strength develop over time. Whether soaring across vast distances or thriving in large flocks, flamingos' colour and ability to travel long distances reflect their survival instincts and the balance between nature and their environment. Next time you see a flamingo, don't just marvel at its pink feathers. Think about the journey, the diet, and the survival instincts behind that vibrant colour. It's a story of nature's resilience, and it's just waiting to be explored. Flamingos are full of secrets we've only begun to uncover. Ever wondered how they migrate, or why their courtship rituals are so unique? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep exploring these amazing birds together. The natural world has so much more to reveal. Until next time, keep exploring.